uncoordinated, so it will go out of bounds. Chog will get possession. Now we'll see if Chog's able to use this momentum and possibly score a goal. Pass turned over. Weiss unable to stop Chog attackman. Chog slowly pushing up, pass right into the middle. Unable to get on net, rolls out of bounds. East Longmeadow possession and a substitution for East Longmeadow. Coming in was, if I can read that, I believe was Ron Karate. Oh, sorry. Minichog will keep possession. So they're at the 25 with possession now. Pass back, and then back forward. Slowly trying to get closer and closer to that East Longmeadow net. Pass across, able to keep it. Chipped, trying to get it across, unable to get it. East Longmeadow confusion on who will try and push it forward. But it's Rob trying to pass it forward for Ron Karate. Ron Karate unable to get to it. Chog has possession. Chog, Sterling's able to intercept the pass. She boots it forward over to about the 50. Chog slowly pushing back up. Pass across. Down on the right sideline. She's able to fake out the defenseman. Chog into the middle, blocked by Sterling. Sterling looking to try and find an open East Longmeadow player. Poke by Chog, able to keep it in before it goes out of bounds. Chog with possession still, chipped over. Chog able to keep it in again. Chip out by Rob, and you can hear the fans going crazy as they now have a chance. PQ almost able to get it through, but Chog's able to block it and slowly push back up again. Sterling's able to chip it back out. Chog able to keep the pressure. Whistle, shot was on net, but the whistle blew before. East Longmeadow will gain possession. So far, a lot of pressure by Minichog, and it is showing, but so far, score remains 0-0 as Nathan is trying to get this game to turn around for East Longmeadow. Pass forward, chipped up, but able to keep possession. Ron Karate loses possession. Chog slowly moving up. Sterling able to intercept the pass. She passes it to her right sideline. Unable to get it to an East Longmeadow attackman. And Chog will gain possession on about the 14. A little bit of stick on stick. One East Longmeadow player falls down, which is Boomier. No whistle. Chog gaining possession. Then Macarini able to get it through a defenseman to make sure she keeps, a Chog player to make sure she keeps possession. Macarini playing it up by herself. She has two East Longmeadow players next to her. She passes it, unable to keep it in possession. It's PQ and turnover. Chog with the ball. Tried to do a far pass, intercepted. A little bit of a one-on-one. East Longmeadow keeps possession and an instant play-in as they pass it forward. I believe it's PQ on the right sideline. Sorry, no, that is not. That would actually be Ron Karate. Pass forward for Macarini, intercepted. PQ trying to get that possession back. Chog is able to keep it. Sterling able to get it off of the bounce. Macarini trying to rush over there. Chog's able to get there before her, and they pass it forward. Back and forth, 8:55 remaining. Chog now has possession. Chog with the shot. Wide of the net. East Longmeadow will gain possession. So far, momentum has been in Minichog's hand the entire second quarter. East Longmeadow looking to try and get into that Chog offensive Chog territory and get some shots on net. They were able to in the first quarter, unable to so far in the second. Pass forward. About at the 47 was Chog able to grab it, passing it forward and now trying to go back again on the offense. They're able to so far, wide open. She's running it right down the middle, shot into the middle. And that's good. I believe that was number 40 if it was not deflected, which is scored by Joelle Kovarik. A nice goal with some Chog players in front of Nathan. And Chog will take the lead 1-0 with 7:58 remaining in the second. And that was all that momentum that Chog was gaining in that second quarter, able to get that goal, take the 1-0 lead. And right now, East Long Meadow is going to need to try and get into the Chog's territory and possibly try and take one back before the end of this half. There's a little bit of confusion on who the goal was, and it was Joel Kovarik, so number 40 for Chog. Passed forward, too far forward, so Chog will gain possession again as they have the 1-0 lead.
Chog goal scored by number 40, Joel Kovarik.
And you could just hear it through the announcer. So Chog with the about somewhat early 1-0 lead, 7:30 remaining in the second. Chip forward, whistle. East Long Meadow will gain possession. East Long Meadow trying to quickly play it in. Sterling is going to play it in. Pass just makes it past the Chog stick. And right now they're playing with it, trying to figure out what they're going to do. Pass it back to Sterling at about the 36. Pass back forward. Turned over. 3 Chog offensemen all next. Chipped forward for 20. 20. Intercepted by, I believe, Hannah Taft. Sorry, it was not Hannah Taft. It was Olivia Robb. Substitution made. Lily Sterling will come off. And Chog will quickly play the ball, trying to catch the East Long Meadow defense off guard. Able to shift it far forward. Shot on net. Scores! I believe that was number 20, Zoe George, with the nice shot. Her back to the goal, able to score. And Chog taking another goal really quickly. And 2-0 Chog. East Long Meadow really needs to try and get back in this one. Yeah. Once again, a little bit of confusion. Chipped forward 4. Taylor Weiss unable to get it out of bounds. Chog ball.
Chog goal by number 20, Zoe George.
Zoe George with the goal was confirmed. Turned over East Long Meadow possession. Nevins passes it forward. Holler trying to get in front of the Chog defenseman. She's able to, and she's slowly pushing it forward. Two East Long Meadow players behind her. She chips it forward past one Chog defender, but unable to chip it past the second. Chog now with possession going into East Long Meadow territory. East Long Meadow getting possession again was Nevins. Either a shot to the right corner of the left corner of the net, or he passed it in the middle. Either way, hits the side of the goal, which is out of bounds. East Long Meadow will gain possession at the 15-yard line. Chip shot up. I think they're calling it a little bit of a carry with the stick. Chug gains possession. 4:47 counting remaining. Chog with possession at the 15. So this is another opportunity for Chog. Chog with the pass on the right sideline. Chip into the middle. Off an East Long Meadow defenseman, and it goes in. Number 16, Marielle Pastor, able to score the goal. And Chog taking a 3-0 lead. 4 minutes and 23 seconds remaining in the second. Looks like East Long Meadow's defense is starting to break down. Sterling with the Bucks. Intercepted. Chog has possession.
Goal by number 16, Murray Pastor.
Sterling trying to play it back and forth. Chog gains possession. Whistle blown. And East Long Meadow will gain possession. 4 minutes counting in the second. So far, 3-0 for Chog. And East Long Meadow now with the offensive pressure. They're really trying to do it. They have a 3-on-1. Unable to get it past the one defenseman. The whistle was then blown. Chog will keep possession, and they slowly make their way back into East Long Meadow territory. Chog has multiple options. They pass it blocked by Sterling. Sterling able to bring it up to the 40, 45, 50, passes it forward. Turned over. Chog with possession. Whistle. East Long Meadow gains possession. Sterling, pass forward. Turned over. Chog with possession. Whistle blown again. Chog will keep possession. Oh, corrected. It will actually go to East Long Meadow. At first, the ref had his hand saying it was 4-minute Chog. They quickly played it, and then he realized he made his mistake. So pass. Forward to number 4, Weiss. Weiss with the shot. Little wide, trying to use their stick to get it out of the way. Shot, another save. Shot there was by BQ. Saved. Chog intercepts it, passes it right back to another East Long Meadow player. They're trying to keep this momentum that they just gained now with 2:40 left in the second. Trying to run back 2 attackmen for Chog up. It was 1 defenseman and 1 trying to come back. Chips it just past the 1 defenseman. 1-on-1. Tumble. Whistle will blow. No goal. 2:25. And time will stop. Looks like they might throw the penalty on her. It's unclear. I believe that is correct in that East Long Meadow will now go on the penalty. Little questionable from my angle. Looked like a bit of a tie-up, and with the shot coming in, it made it a little more difficult for them to actually, not fall over with the stick flying near number 25, Ariana Nevin's legs. But she will take the penalty. 2-minute penalty, 2:18 and counting so far. Quick save by Nathan, leg save. Shot again, scores. Number 20, Zoe George with her second goal of the game on the power play. 2:10 remaining, 4-0 Chog. And
Goal by 20, Zoe George.
Macarini. They're saying 3-0. And there is a correction to the goal. It was actually scored by number 30, Grace Caltabiano. So a quick correction. So far, Zoe George still has that 1 goal. Pass forward. Chog intercepts the pass. 2 defensemen. Whistle blows. Chog will gain possession. 1:35 remaining in the second. 4-0 Chog. So far, East Long Meadow's defense has slowed down and been unable to get it out of their zone. PQ playing it back and forth with a East Long Meadow defenseman, with a Chog defenseman. Sterling will take the ball in as the whistle is blown, and East Long Meadow will gain possession. Sterling at the 39-yard line. Watching, seeing her options, she plays it herself. Passes it back for Macarini. Macarini chips it forward for herself. She's able to quickly pass it off in time. Over to PQ. PQ. Oh, whistle was blown before PQ was able to determine if she was able to get to it before Chog. East Long Meadow will gain possession. 40 seconds and counting remaining. Ball has not been played in yet. Macarini plays it herself. Pass over to PQ. PQ unable to get it. Chog plays it. Chog had it. believe it tipped off. Yeah, it did tip off of Q's stick, so Chog will be able to gain possession 15 seconds and counting. Sterling able to turn it over. Now this is East Longmeadow's last chance before the half. Holler gets there in time. She takes a shot, blocked, and they'll throw it out, which should end it with 3 seconds. 2 and 1. That'll do it for the second quarter. Chog coming in on firing on all cylinders. 4-0 for Chog. 4 different goal scorers, 4-0. And right now, East Longmeadow is going to need to talk about their defense, figure out what's happening, and figure out what they need to improve, as right now they're looking to come back against Chog. We'll be back after this break for halftime. And we are back for the start of the second half. East Longmeadow will start with the ball for the third and fourth quarter. So far, Chog, all 4 goals coming in the second quarter. Goal scorer for 1 goal scorer for each goal. So Chog will continue with their 2-2-2 defense. And East Longmeadow will continue with their 2-1-3. And it goes. Pass forward to Dowd. Dowd turning it over, gains it right back. Whistle blows. Coach Reed having a little bit of a talk with the ref. Dowd unable to get to it. She's going to have to beat it before it goes out of bounds, and it goes out. Chog with possession at their 21-yard line. Or sorry, 26. Chipped forward. Macarini unable to try and knock it down. Chog with the speed, trying to go up. Right sideline. Chog with options. Passing it forward. Unable to get to it. Out of bounds. East Longmeadow possession. Pass forward by Sterling. Chipped up in the air by a Chog player, and Chog keeps possession as Chog, attackman, and Rob are going back and forth. Sterling able to intercept the pass. Sterling with possession, trying to keep possession able to, due to the whistle. East Longmeadow possession. Sterling with the pass forward. Stopped by a Chog defenseman. Passed forward for Chog. Down into the middle. Going to the... Nope. Stopped by Macarini. Macarini trying to keep possession. Unable to. Or able to, as she blocks the strong pass by Chog. Chog able to gain possession again. Chips it back. Pass back forward. Sterling able to stop it. With Sterling's little play, she's able to blow the whistle. East Longmeadow possession. So far, a lot of momentum gaining for Chog. We'll see if they're able to keep it, or East Longmeadow will try to retaliate in this 4-0 deficit. Rob fighting for possession, able to gain it. Pass. Believes it went out without touching Rob's, and that is true. So East Longmeadow gains possession. 12:20 remaining in the third. Hits Dowd's foot and I believe knee, so it goes to Chog. Chog slowly going into East Longmeadow territory. Pass up. Sterling's going to race for it. Sterling is able to get there. Quickly turns it over to Chog. Beaumier. Fighting with Chog. Player knocked down. The ref on the far outside is going to believe that there was a push-off penalty. They believe it's actually on Nathan. And they're trying to just throw Nathan off into the penalty, which would mean that there's an empty net for 2 straight minutes. With no backup goaltender for East Longmeadow, it will be an empty net, and bodies might be on the line for East Longmeadow. Clock is still counting down. Now just stopped. So 10:58 remaining on the clock. So there might be talks that what they have to do is either play 2 minutes without the goaltender. They're talking right now. Elaine will go back in, so Elaine Nathan goes back into net. Confusion, since there's no backup goaltender, there's a bit of confusion. So they will take off an attackman, which will be Beaumier for the penalty. And she goes off for the penalty. So the penalty will remain. Instead of it being with Elaine Nathan out, it'll be Marissa Beaumier. Shot deflected forward. Elaine Nathan able to kick it out. Chog will keep possession. Chog plays it in. Kicked off the foot, then played by East Long Meadow, so Chog will keep possession. A little bit of questions when it came to that penalty if they were going to take off Elaine Nathan. If they did, it would have been an empty net for the time of that penalty, which I don't believe in any other sport you have that situation. So if there's a penalty in boys or women's hockey, it just comes straight to another player will come out. Looks like a bit of a trip. And some East Long Meadow fans asking for the card. I believe she will get called for it. So 5-on-5 with East Long Meadow waiting to have 3 subs come in. Chog with possession. Shift into the middle. Shot. Kick save, but whistle was before it. East Long Meadow possession. 9:25 and counting left in the third. 4-0 Chog. And East Long Meadow trying to gain momentum for the comeback. Pass forward for Rob. Rob passes it over to Dowd. Trying to get back to Rob, unable to. Whistle blows. East Long Meadow gains possession. East Long Meadow might look to try and slowly bring up some defensemen as they only have 2 up right now.